Students, let us start with the second part of chapter 6. Mahabalipuram. Mahabalipuram is located 60 kilometers away from Chennai. This city of Tamil Nadu is famous for its splendid temple architecture and seashore. Mahabalipuram is named after Narasimhavarma I, who was popularly known as Mahamalla, belonging to Pallava dynasty. 7 chariot temples were built here in his time. At present, only 5 chariot temples exist. 2 chariot temples have submerged in the sea. There is an amazing figure of Lord Vishnu in a smiling pose. Besides, there is an idol of goddesses Durga slaying Mahisasur is worth seeing. Mahabalipuram, which has an unparalleled architectural rock sculpture, was also a famous harbour of ancient time. Pattadakal Memorial. Pattadakal, the capital of Cholukya dynasty, is 16 kilometers away from Badami Nagar in Karnataka. Dravidian and Naga style of architecture is used in the construction of temples here. These were built during the 7th and 8th century. Virupaksha Shiv temple is the biggest temple in Pattadakal. Let us learn the temples at Khajuraho. These temples are located in a small village named Khajuraho at Chhatrapur district of Madhya Pradesh. Khajuraho was the ancient capital city of the Chalanda Rajputs of Bundelkhand. 80 temples were built by these kings during their reign, that is 950 to 1050 AD. Presently, 25 temples are in existence. Most of them are Shaiva temples, that is for the Lord Shiva, whereas some of them are Vaishnava for Lord Krishna and also Jain temples. They all have similar type of architecture and sculpture. The 64 Yoginis temple is the main temple. The Toran or the arc of the temple is the best example of ornamental style of architecture. All of the temples were constructed with granite stone. Khajuraho temples were constructed in Nagar style art of sculpture and art of Vastu of Khajuraho's temples spellbound the visitors. Next is Sun Temple of Konark. It is situated near the Bay of Bengal at Puri district in Odisha. It was constructed in 13th century during the reign of King Narasimhavarma I, who belonged to the Garg dynasty. This chariot temple, drawn by 7 horses, took the form of chariot of sun god. It has 12 massive wheels, providing beauty to the pedestal of temple. These wheels reflect 12 months, and each wheel has 8 spokes, which shows 8 prahars of the day. Details of motif or design of this temple is unparalleled. This temple is built by black stones, so it is known as Black Pagoda. These remains reflects the sculpture and civilization of 13th century Odisha. Now we will learn about Brihadeshwar temple. This temple is located at Tanjore in Tamil Nadu. This temple was built during 1003 AD to 1010 AD. It is a Shiva temple, so it is called Brihadeshwar. It is built by King Rajaraja I of Chola dynasty, so it is also known as Rajrajeshwar temple. The height of this temple is 500 feet, width is 250 feet. It is spread in a vast area surrounded by the wall. Its summit is 200 feet high above the ground, hence this temple attained the place in the temples of high pinnacles. This is a marvelous heritage of architectural art of India due to its gorgeous and huge size of pinnacle and artistic decoration. In the same way, it has secured a place among the best temples of South India. It has been constructed in Dravidian style of art. Let us learn about Qutub Minar. Qutub Minar is located at Delhi. It was built in the 12th century by Qutbuddin Aibak, who was the founder of Ghulam dynasty. After his death, the remaining work was completed by his son-in-law Iltutmish. This 72.5 meter tall skyscraper is made out of red stone, which is round, and marble. Its circumference is 13.75 meter at its base and it is reduced to 2.75 meter at its top. Verses of Quran has been engraved on it. It is the tallest stone minaret of India. Hampi. This town is situated on the bank of river Tungabhadra of Hospet Taluka in Bellary district of Karnataka. Hampi was the capital city of Vijayanagar kingdom. The rulers of Vijayanagar kingdom were lovers of art. Peculiar type of architecture was developed in Vijayanagar during their reign. The period of Krishna Dev Rai was considered to be the golden period of this art as it reached to its highest peak. The main features of architecture style of Vijayanagar was to carve out huge and magnificent pillars from the stones. Pillars and columns made were artistically adorned with the figures of gods, goddesses, humans, animals, warriors and dancers. In Hampi village of Vijayanagar kingdom, during the reign of Krishna Dev Rai, the Vithal temple and Hazra temple were built besides it. Virupaksha temple, Lord Krishna and Achyutaraya temple are the best example of architecture. Now we have the Humayun's tomb. The tomb of Humayun at Delhi is the best specimen of the Mughal architecture. After the death of Humayun, it was built by his wife Queen Hamida Begum. This tomb was made in Iranian style of art. Red and white stones were skillfully used in it. Fort of Agra. Fort of Agra is in the Agra city of Uttar Pradesh. It is made up of red stones, hence it is known as Red Fort. It was built by Akbar in 1565 AD. We can see the reflection of Hindu and Iranian style of art in it. The fort has 70 feet tall wall with 1.5 mile circumferences. Red stones are skillfully embedded on the wall in such a way that no cracks can be seen on the wall. The other point of this is the Jahangir's palace, which was built by Akbar in this fort. The architecture style of Bengal and Gujarat on Jahangir palace can be seen clearly. Shah Jahan had spent the last days of his life in this fort.